Hello. Today we're going to talk about 7.5 exponential equations. So this is part 2, or 7.5b. So exponential equations we've actually seen before, right? We've done them when we can put them in the same base. For example, 3 and 27 can both be written as powers of 3, right? 27 is rewritten as 3 cubed. Well then, using our properties of exponents, we can simplify the right-hand side to be 3x minus 3. Make sure you multiply. And then, since the bases are the same, just like we did with logs, right? It all comes around. You can chop those off, right? You get 2x equals 3x minus 3. So negative 1x. So you get x equals 3. All right? So that's the easy way, right? If we can put them in the same base, right? But what if we can't? Okay? Or what if we don't recognize how to put them in the same base? There's another way that will work every single time, and that's using logs. Okay? So when we solve it by using logs, I want you to give me the calculator ready form just to see how you put it in your calculator, and then what you get after you put in the calculator. And mainly because people mess that part up. So I'll show you what I'm talking about. So in this problem, 3 and 5 can't be written with the same base, right? They're not the same powers. So we take the log, and I'm just going to do log base 10 of both sides, right? Both sides. Then, using my properties of logs, I'm going to get that x by itself. Notice it's in the exponent, so it now goes in front of the log. All right, and now I want to get rid of these things. Okay, so we get rid of the log by dividing. So now we have log 5 divided by log 3. We have this 2, we want to get rid of that. So dividing by 2 is the same thing as multiplying by 1/2. So you get log base 5 divided by 2 log 3. So this would be considered your calculator ready form. Okay, so calculator ready form. And then you want to put it into your calculator. So in this instance, you want to do log 5. Isn't that nice how I did base 10? So now I don't have to worry about changing the base. End your parentheses, divided by 2 log 3. I get kids that do this all the time. Your calculator is going to do the wrong thing. Your calculator is doing log 5 divided by 2 and then multiplying by log 3. Don't do that. Don't do that. I'm not even, just erase it. Okay. Watch what you're doing. Make sure you put in parentheses. You're dividing by all of this. Okay. So then your calculator will give you this answer. So 0.732. So 0.732. Now, before you ask, all right, calculator ready form can be written multiple ways. Okay, so how I write it in the answer key, or you know, how your friends write it, it might be a little bit different. Okay, because this is also, let's see, you could write it as log 5 over log 9. Think about that. You could also write this as log base 9 of 5. And let's see, you could also write it as log base 3 of 5 over 2, or 1/2 log base 3 of 5. Okay, lots of ways you can write it. So don't be hung up on calculator ready form. All right, it's just a way of me seeing if you did this part correct. Okay, if you did your algebra correct. Then you put 0.732, that's your actual answer. That's your solution. Okay, rounded, of course. So calculator ready form is like exact, and your decimal is your rounded. All right, why don't you guys practice these? All right, so this is what I would do. Put log on both sides. Move your exponent. Then divide. There you go. And let's see. Oh, I guess I should go ahead and put that in my calculator. So log 50 divided by log 4. 2.82. So to 3 decimal places, oh, that would be 2.822. So calculator ready form, decimal form, rounded form. Same thing for this one. All right, you get, hopefully you're getting a pattern. You move the exponent in front. Okay, so if you want to skip a step, that's fine, as long as I'm following your train of thought here. All right, don't cut out too many steps that you just have an answer. That's not going to work for me. Okay, so this is how most people write it. Again, you can write it as log base 34 of 30. It's the same thing. Just be careful, because I notice people tend to mess up their change of base, but you should be comfortable with this. Okay, the smaller number goes in the denominator. All right, so we do this one. So log 30 divided by, gotta put my parentheses, divided by log 34. All right, so 965.965. So we've got calculator ready form, decimal form. All right, changing it up some. Okay. So, same as always. Put your exponent out front. So we have log 3 equals log 7. Divide your log. So you get 2x minus 1 equals log 7 over log 3. Now here you're just simply getting that x by itself. So add 1 to the other side. You do not have to worry about combining it because it doesn't have a log. So just leave it on the outside. Then we want to get rid of that 2. Well, instead of dividing by 2, I could just multiply the whole thing by 1/2. Oh. All right, now this is something I would be looking for in your work. Okay? All right, this is going to be pretty hard to type up on Canvas. So make sure you're showing this step. This is your calculator ready form. Okay, this is essentially what you would do. So what I mean by that is first we did log 7 divided by log 3. So log 7 divided by log 3. We got that answer. Add 1 to it. Then we took that and we divided by 2. And now I get my answer, 1.386, if I'm rounding to the 3rd decimal place. Okay, so watch how you're putting that in the calculator. Be careful. All right, let's do this problem. Okay, so I'm going to move the 12 over. So it's negative 5 to the x plus 2. All right, now don't just go ahead and throw your logs in there because I've got that negative number. And remember, that's not being raised to the x plus 2. So let's divide that negative out. All right, any chance to get rid of a negative is good for me, right? Makes things easier. Now we can put our log together. So put the exponent, log 5, log 4. We divide by log 5. And then all that's left is to take that answer subtract 2. Ooh, sorry, my pen's messing up. Okay, so that's your calculator ready form. So let's get the answer. So log 4 divided by log 5, and then we subtracted 2. So 1139. 1139 is the rounded answer. All right, so hopefully this makes sense. This will work every single type of exponential equation. So if you can't figure out them in the same base, you can always do the logs. Okay, this will always work. If you have any questions, come see me in class.